Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my YouTube channel Alpha Talkers. This is me Subham, your English trainer. First, I have to check whether my voice is coming or not. So hold a minute. Hello guys. Oh yeah, everything is okay. So today we are gonna learn some advanced synonyms of some simple words which we often use in our daily lives. So as you know, guys, vocabs are so important. And what is more important that how do you use the advanced form of those simple vocabs? Because more or less whatever we are speaking or the people around you, the words or the phrases they use, it's more or less same. They just use the advanced, you can say, way to say the same things, right? Just like, suppose for an example, a person has come to me and he wants to elaborate something, and now I'm saying to him that describe in short, right? I'm saying to a person, describe in short, means you know well, right? That I'm not telling him to go in deep because I don't have enough time. So that's why I'm saying to him that describe in short. Now, if I want to use an advanced way, how would I say this same thing, right? I would say describe in a nutshell. Describe in a nutshell. So, in a nutshell is an idiom. So, when I'm using the idiom in a nutshell, that means what? Uh, I'm meaning the same thing, but the way you can say the thing which I want to mean, it's same, right? But I'm using a different techniques, right? Just like if I say, uh, if you have to go to school, so there are many ways you can go to school, either by cycle, by bike, by bus, by car, right? Now, if a person who is going to school by cycle is good, right? Comparatively, if a person choose to go by a bike, right, or a car, so it will take less time, right? In English, what happens? The words or the sentences which we are speaking is same, but the if you know the varieties or the variation to say the same things, you will look or you will sound very attractive to the audience, right? So that is why we are gonna learn some advanced synonyms of some simple vocabs, right? So let's start. Okay, so the first word which we have is good. Good means something which is good. You know the meaning of good, like basic positive quality, right? A thing which is absolutely okay, we say good, right? But if you just use a different way of saying, then you can use the word excellent, right? You know, or you must have heard the word excellent, right? You can also say exceptional, outstanding, right? So good is a simple way of giving a compliment, right, to someone or to some objects, right? But instead of good, if you just say excellent, right, or exceptional, or some outstanding, right? So it will, you can say you will even sound more better, right? Just like you can say to a person, you are good, right? You can say you are excellent, right? So if you use the word excellent, right? So to some extent, the person will feel you or the person will be eager to listen to you even more, because simply if I say just good, okay, it's a normal compliment I get every day, right? But when you're saying I'm excellent, the person would likely to listen even more. Okay, excellent, right? Means comparatively, right, he is giving me a very different compliment than others, even though the meaning is same, right? So the meaning is same, just the techniques are different or the words are different, right? Next is when you are expressing negativity. When you are expressing negativity, you say, oh, this thing is bad, right? This thing is bad. So instead of saying this thing is bad, you can use an advanced way or an advanced alternative of bad by saying, this thing is terrible or this thing is dreadful, right? Terrible or dreadful, you can use. Just like you come across something which you didn't expect, right? Now you say, this is bad, right? So when you're saying bad, it's okay. The people, they have listened to you, but they will not respond, so they will not think much about it. But if you say the word terrible, oh, this is terrible, oh, this is dreadful, they would even listen more. Like they will think or they will mull it over that, okay, if the person has said terrible, even though the meaning is same, but they would actually focus more like, okay, the situation we have to think about, right? So when you're using the advanced words like terrible or dreadful instead of bad, that means you're trying to emphasize the point more, right? If you just say the simple words bad, so what will happen that you are not trying to you are not trying to emphasize as you should have, right? But when it comes to using the advanced word like terrible, dreadful, right? Then that means what? It's more like you're emphasizing. Okay. Next is when it comes to talking about size, right? So here we use a very common word, big, right? The mountain is big. The mountain is big, right? Now like suppose you're going to visit a mountain which is exceptionally big, right? So you can't just say the mountain is big, right? You need to emphasize your statement, right? If you want other people to listen to you, you just need to emphasize your statement by using the advanced word. And here for size we can use massive. The mountain is really a massive one, right? Or this is a massive mountain, which I see. Okay, so instead of big, you can use the word massive, right? Now, when it comes to talking about small things or the objects which are comparatively small, so the very word we know small, like this is small, right? It is very small, but instead we can use minute. So when you use the word minute, right, that means it is relatively very small, way too small than you can imagine, right? It's minute, right? But minute basically we use for um, the particles which is very hard, you can say, to see, right, or to detect. We often use magnifying glass for this, but more or less, right, sometimes people they are used to saying the word minute, right, when they want to emphasize their statement, exceptionally tiny, right? Next is happy. I have already taught, you can say, many synonyms of happy, and I will teach one more time. But for now, you can say know a word, or you just know few words related to happy. That's elated or joyful, right? Exuberant, right? So if you just simply say I'm happy, right? Okay, so the audience will think or the listeners will understand that you are just you can say executing the formality, right? But if you really want to make them feel that you are happy, you just try to emphasize your statement by saying I'm joyful, I'm joyful, or I'm elated. You can also use the idioms like I'm on cloud nine, right? I'm over the moon, I'm ecstatic, right? So there are many words you can use instead of happy, and which can really make the audience feel like, okay, right, the person is really happy, right? They can feel the vibes of happiness inside you, right? So better use the alternatives like joyful, elated, right? Ecstatic, and the other words. When it comes to speed, we know we use fast, right? He's fast, but instead you can also say he's so rapid, right? So rapid is a correct alternative and also an advanced one to replace fast, because fast is more we are habitual with. But when you use rapid, you have to be very careful, right? Because mostly um, the people they don't use it, right? But yes, it looks very attractive if you use it, right? He is rapid, right? He is so fast. I can't imagine his speed. It's so rapid, right? So you can also try to play with your sentences. See, guys, like now, if you really want to look an advanced speaker, if you really want to sound like an advanced speaker. So you also have to play with the sentences, right? And I think I will also take one session about how to play with sentences, right? Just like if I simply say, even if you're not using any advanced, but if you know how to play with the sentences, then still you can be attractive. Like, um, he's so fast, right? Like instead of saying he's so fast, can't you just say that how comes he's so fast? How comes he's so fast, right? I can't imagine him to be that fast. I can't imagine him to be that fast, right? It is not like you need any grammatical structure. You just have to uh, play with the words, right? How can I arrange, right, in my own way, right? So you have to learn the tricks. Like you can say, um, mm, I'm just feeling dizzy seeing his past movement, or you can say like this, like um, never have I seen something as fast as him. Never have I seen something as fast as him. You can also use under no circumstances. Under no circumstances have I seen something as fast or someone as fast as him, right? Or like when you're giving compliment about, or when you're going to talk about vehicles or sports cars, right? Then you can use the word thing, otherwise someone, right? Just like never have I seen something as fast as this car, right? So you just have to play with the sentences, right, to sound even more advanced. And I will take a session about it, right, very soon. Next is easy, challenging, right? Here the word is not correct. For easy, you can say easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Challenging is not a proper word, right? To use here, easy peasy, you can say um, uh, you can say effortless, straightforward, right? Here, challenging is not suitable, right? Something which is easy peasy, right? Means something which is very easy, right? You don't need to even mm, uh, you can say think, right? Just like suppose if someone tells you, okay, to write all the alphabets, right? So at such age when you are learning communication, when someone tells you to write the alphabets of English, so yes, you will say it's easy peasy for me, right? Next, you can also say it is effortless, right? It's so straightforward, right? That I don't have to even work hard. Now, when it comes to use something which is very hard, so instead of hard, you can use the word challenging, right? Instead of hard, you can use the word challenging, something which requires effort, right? There you use the word challenging, like a task which is very difficult. So you can say it's a difficult task. You can also say it's hard, or instead you can use the best phrase which I often like to use. It's so challenging. I love doing the challenging task, right? So, because if you want to grow, you have to be habitual with the challenging things or the challenging tasks which you get on your plate, right? So you can also play with the sentences while making, you can say while using the advanced phrases, like, oh, such a challenging task, is it, right? You can say, never have I faced a task so challenging as it is. So you have to learn to play with the words, right? With the sentences, right? To even make it more advanced, to even make it more amazing, right? Next is sad. So when a person is sad, we say he's sad, I'm sad. Instead, you can use I'm miserable. I'm miserable. So when you say I'm miserable, means like The meaning is same, but the word can connect to the people. Okay, and they will listen to you, they will feel you, right? Instead, if you just say that I'm sad, right? So the people they might start giving you advice. It's normal, it's usual, right? Everyone is sad nowadays in their life, right? But if you just try to emphasize and want other people to feel you, you better use this word. I'm miserable nowadays, right? So the people will have to mull it over, right? Okay, because you have emphasized the statement, right? Just like you can say, never have I been as miserable as I am now. Never have I been as miserable as I am now. So the actually the people, the listeners or the friend who you are talking to, they will feel like, okay, so what's the situation you are going through, right? Please say it. So they would take the interest listening to you. So better use the word miserable instead of sad. I'm miserable. Don't say I'm sad. Say I'm miserable, right? Which will feel more connected to the audience. Next, angry and hungry, right? There are two words, hungry and angry. So simply when we are hungry, right? When we want to eat something, we say I'm hungry. Instead, you can say I'm starving. I can't wait. Please give me my lunch, right? You can say to your mom, I'm starving. I'm famished, right? I can't wait no more, right? So you can say I'm hungry, I'm starving, I'm famished, right? And these words, yeah, because hungry we often use. So instead you start using the words like starving, famished, right? You can also use the word angry. When you use angry means when we are upset or when we're not feeling good, right? So we use angry. Instead, you can say, do not talk to me. I'm furious. Do not talk to me. I'm angry. The people will take you lightly if you say, I'm angry. The people will take you lightly. Instead, if you say, um, um, you can say, making such gauge, right? Fixing your eyes, right? Making your eyes big and staring at the person you're telling to. I'm furious. Leave me alone. You can also say I'm enraged, right? So yes, then the people will leave you, right? The people will dare not to you can say mess with you. Because when you say I'm angry, so it doesn't reflect the emotion. But when you say I'm furious, I'm enraged, the emotion will reflect to that person, right? And they will leave you alone. There are chances, I'm not saying it for sure, unless the person can understand or unless he is understanding, right? So better use the word angry. Instead of angry, you say I'm furious, I'm enraged, right? So looks like these are all the words which we had to learn today. So I hope you have enjoyed this session of ours and learned the advanced synonyms of some simple words which we often or daily use in our life. So if you want to keep learning these such words, please follow our channel and share, like, and subscribe, right? And if you want to practice more, you can also rewatch the video two times, three times, four times, right? As many times as you can, right? And these are some advanced words, and also try to use these words in your daily life, right? Just like when you're talking to someone and when it comes to say I'm sad, so just say I'm miserable, right? So that's how you will have the proper practice, right? So and if you want to join our courses, so you can also join our courses. You have to call on the given number, and our team will help you out. We have so many courses like if you want to learn from the basic, we have that course. If your level is good, so we have advanced batch. If you want communication batch, we have elite hustler batch. Or if you want to learn business English, so we also have business English course. We also provide one-to-one sessions, right? You just have to call on the given number and take the course which is suitable for you. So, guys, Meet you on the next day and keep watching. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.